What are we doing today?
Going by riding in the woods on an adventure?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Looks like you spilled your coffee over here, too.
Well, I hope not that raccoon getting it. Hi, buddy.
All right. What time is it? 5:21, so we're 21 minutes late.
Already.
But we're going to start the Wood Ape Ramble for 2024.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
I know.
Okay.
Okay, on 5.
5,
5,
4, 3,
2,
what?
go.
No?
Go?
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Okay. Going.
Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Sean McAfee, DFW Series. Today we are going through the 2024 Wood Ape Ramble. So this year, this is the 5th year that we've done that route. I took Cat 3 Crit Boi Extraordinaire, Jacob Evans, out there. Goes by 1096 Cycling here on YouTube. And we did a little bit of a collaboration. Could not have picked a better person to go out there and tackle this giant, enormous task with. Jacob is a super strong rider. He is endurance oriented. He's done Ironmans. He's done some 200-mile bike rides. He's done ultra marathons. Endurance is his jam. And so I felt like having him out there with all that experience was really going to be helpful. The part that really just put it over the top, though, is his attitude. He's a comedian, you know, and so we literally, he made me laugh all day long. Made a great experience out of this 14-hour push. So without further ado, let's get into the actual ride itself.
Exactly 1 mile in, we are on the road to the moon tower. Jacob's got a dinner plate in the back and a 32 tooth up front. Meanwhile, I've got a 32 in the front and a 36. So, as usual, I'm hiking. First hike of the day. We're 14 minutes in, reached the moon tower. Pretty good. We're gonna descend into the wilderness.
So this is the first descent down off of the actual road in the Ramble section. This whole section is about 2.5 miles. It probably covers around 1,000 feet of elevation gain, and a lot of that is done off the bike, just hiking up these very, very steep climbs and descents. You can't ride down them because they're steep enough that it's treacherous. You're probably looking at over 40% in some sections.
What? It's an old road.
Yeah.
This is different and more difficult in the dark. Don't slip in the creek.
Yeah, I underestimated that. No lie.
We found a great road here. but a road it is.
So the Wood Ape Ramble FKT, the fastest known time, is now set at 14 hours and 7 minutes. It was 113 miles, covering 11,348 feet of elevation gain. It took us 11 hours and 37 minutes of moving time, and if you look down here, the elapsed time, 14 hours, 7 minutes, 48 seconds.
Tell me the line.
Dude, I think this is just a river cross, like river or a stream. I don't know if this is an actual road. It might be that one.
It may have been the other one.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Go to that one or follow this?
If we get back to the actual line, I would just feel better. It is that direction, but if this is smoother sailing,
Okay.
I'd rather take that.
Well, we crossed the creek anyway. I'm happy. Ish.
There's a good chance I may have committed some light treason.
No?
We just got to stay on the line. We're going to cut back through and see where that goes. We're not even going to cross that. Let's find the easiest place to cross. Down there looks good.
One of the key features of the Wood Ape Ramble route is this is an intended section where you are supposed to have to navigate based off just the lay of the land. There's a little bit of wayfinding involved, and so this is 100% part of the intended experience.
What a pretty creek. Feel like we should have stayed on that riverbed. Cool. It's a pretty cool section of double track too.
Yeah, it's awesome. Does this seem familiar?
No, not a bit. But this is part of that new part I told you we're gonna take.
Oh, okay.
Oh. You're a real mountain biker, buddy. Trying to concede for you, buddy.
I don't think you can go back when you start
I need you to feel good about yourself before we get to the hard stuff. Yeah, buddy.
I brought you something. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh. Okay. Is this where it gets easier?
It is.
Hey, look.
There's a hat.
Okay, I'm afraid it's like wired down.
Found the hat.
I'm gonna put it on.
All right. Oh, we reached the party tower.
All right, so I'm gonna look real quick at my intervals.icu. I did run power. I've got some Garmin power meter, the Garmin Rally power meter pedals. And so I did have power data on this ride. I did not overlay it on the video, but I did have all of the data on my computer so I could take a look at it later. I averaged 191 watts for 14 hours, which is just phenomenal. absolutely just a crazy long day. Felt really great. The route itself, as you can see right here, full of all these like steep, punchy climbs. Here up on the north side, outside of Bethel, Oklahoma, there are 3 very large back-to-back climbs. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Those go by the KOM segments down here of tiramisu, cannoli, and Caleb's breakfast. So Caleb's breakfast is named that way because our buddy Caleb lost his breakfast on the 3rd day of one of our bike packing adventures up there, going up that climb on our final morning.
I don't think so.
It starts really soon. It's not right now.
All right, exiting National Forest land. Beautiful views. More deer. I really want to see a bear again.
That'd be so cool.
As a good podcast I like to listen to says, it's just another Disney day. Birds are chirping, animals are running in front of you. Oh, there they are. Hi, Bambi.
Yeah, so just awesome day. The route itself just phenomenal. We had perfect temperature in 2023. I went up there with Kevin Donahue from Big Pig Racing. The two of us tried to do it in one single day as well. We made about 85 miles of it that day, maybe 95 miles. But the weather was just absolutely against us. It started out under freezing. It ended up again just north of freezing, and the water levels were extremely high after a rainy season.
This is some fairy tale stuff out here about mile 20. Just gorgeous. It's a lot more grown up than most years, but makes for a super, just really, really pretty riding experience going through this stuff. Got him. Go left.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Look, Crit Bois don't want to get wet, Sean.
Boy, that river's gonna be fun for you then.
Crit Bois don't get wet. Okay, this is mighty Sean. Okay, we're gonna call this session Interview with a Crit Boi in the Woods. Okay, Sean, question number one.
Hi.
For the Crit Boi.
Okay.
Okay, on the fly. This is improvised.
Okay, what question are you gonna ask me?
What gearing are you running?
I'm running.
I don't care.
Ah, you asshole.
Whatever. You just pedal, right? I mean, come on, my people, am I right? All right, question number two. Where are we?
We are in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, on the east side of the lake.
Okay. Somewhere on the east
We're
side.
doing a little bit of light trespassing.
Light trespassing.
It's okay. It's okay. They don't prosecute for light
I
trespassing.
don't even know what that means. Y'all, look at this. I'd say I wish y'all were with us, but I don't at all. I'm with Sean.
All right, so we're back here, top of a nice little climb. We're almost the top of it. And this is like the furthest, most remote section of this whole place. We are way back here, east side of the lake. Nothing connects anywhere. And now he's making up excuses that he dropped the bottle for being a stubborn dumbass. We're the right way. We go where we were, I think.
We made that cut through. We ended up, albeit like still rideable.
Very rideable,
Yeah.
but super blown out.
Oh, very hard.
And again, it's like, you know, it's double track, but the double track has started to grow back in.
This is really how I pictured the whole thing. Like, I'm happy this is kind of like the middle.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some really easy stuff,
Yep.
and there's some really hard stuff.
But there's almost no pavement.
Oh no.
I mean, like, how much pavement would we have this morning? We ended the pavement when we got to the moon tower.
Yeah, we haven't touched this in.
Yeah. And that was less than a mile in.
No, I mean, it's definitely a rite of passage, right?
And we won't pick it up again until we hit
The bridge.
the bridge. Yeah, the crossing.
Cream of the crop.
And then it's just to right past the Cream of the Crop dispensary,
Yeah.
and it's immediately back into gravel.
I mean, I would say, based on what I saw, this route is less than 1% paved.
We'll see towards the end, because I mean, like, the whole section back toward to the park, that's going to be pretty paved.
But I love that that's paved. So, like, basically, you know, it's like your reward.
I don't know, that's pretty steep shit.
Only for a bitch.
Only for a Crit Boi.
Oh, good boy.
You're a mountain biker now, Jacob.
Don't tell nobody.
It's okay, I'm just a Zwifter. Again, crazy that's paved, right?
Mind-blowing.
All right, here's a pretty good climb.
That was awesome.
Yeah, this climb is awesome too.
Going up that would have been a beauty.
Well, get ready for this one.
Same thing.
I think it's the same stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, very Ouachita challenge-ish. You know, this is almost like single track, you know?
It's very close.
Yeah. If this wasn't double track, it would be good single track.
Yes. I agree with you there.
You know what's also is pretty cool is that really, if you think about it, you were probably one of the first people to ever ride a bike out here.
I am, I would go out on a pretty big stretch and say I am absolutely the first person that has ever circumnavigated Broken Bow Lake on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Me and, 12 buddies.
Well, and I would say today, we may be the first people to ever do it
In a day,
in a day.
for sure. We like that
I'm
would,
for
that's
sure, I
a,
would go out on a limb 100% say we are.
yes. Can people do this faster? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, somebody like Matt Stevens or Austin Whittington can come out here, and if they can tough through the
Right.
weird
Are
shit,
They goofy enough to do it?
like that's the thing, they've got to be able to tough through the weird shit.
Yeah.
And there's lots of weird shit, but they could throw down a stupid time, like 8 hours.
Well, I'll be honest. If we did this,
I thought you were about to say, if I wasn't with you, I'd probably be done already.
no, it wasn't. It would be a better.
It's such a gorgeous road, man.
It'll be an easier. You could basically see where you can make time and not. You know, and if you've ridden it once, you could plan
Yeah.
better. I'm basically trying to do an effort with you to save enough to know that we're going to finish, but also have a respectful time.
Oh, we're gonna finish.
Oh, 100%.
And we're gonna have a respectable time.
Because this won't be the only one.
Hold on. Left?
Yeah,
Left or straight?
right. Car up.
Car, holy moly.
Yeah, look.
Dude, these people are like, what the hell are they doing out here on a bicycle?
Oh, yeah, we're going. Yeah, you gotta be courteous.
Has to be.
Have you ever seen the full cars?
No. And I've never seen people out walking. We've seen two. You think we did? Yeah, mine says to go back. I'm telling you, mine says we've overshot big time. Just another Disney day. Little baby, baby cow. Don't worry, Mama. We won't eat you.
This is another one of those just absolutely ridiculously steep climbs. I think this is probably the only one that's actually paved aside from the very first gravel road going up to the radio tower that I had to get off and walk. And it's just more that, yeah, this is super steep, but it's also just very loose. These rocks right here were slipping underneath my wheels. Jacob, of course, he's got his 52-tooth Eagle chain, I guess, cassette in the back, and he's able to make it up no problem with my 32-36 at the biggest cog on my cassette. I am slightly more limited on what I am able to climb out there.
Well, that cattle guard, or I guess forestry gate came up really fast, and I went nose first into the other side, flipped over the top of the thing. Bike is way over there. Oh, my left leg hurts.
Yeah. I don't see blood
No.
currently.
I fell right on my phone right here though. Front tire look okay? Front wheel? That took all the impact.
At first inspection, it looks fine. It is spinning freely. Back wheel is spinning freely.
Feel should be okay.
Dude,
I bet. It's too bad you didn't have that on camera. Dang.
I was like, I'm gonna hit this at 25 miles an hour, and I just
Dude came up so fast, and it blends into this dirt.
I'm so thankful that we are both conscious right now.
Oh my God.
Like, if you'd gone unconscious right here, like I was just laying over there laughing. Like, look at your skid mark, Sean.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one in your pants.
I'm pretty sure that's the impact mark right there.
My line of work, we call that area of impact.
Jesus.
How did your bike go over there?
I don't know, man.
Did it go under?
I just knew I was about to take a wood raping.
So no joke, that was a really bad crash. One of the worst crashes I've probably ever had in my entire life. I did hit that cattle gate at about 20-ish miles per hour, coming down a very long descent. You could not see this thing whatsoever in the background. It was completely camouflaged. This is, I guess the one really treacherous part. There's a couple treacherous parts of the Wood Ape Ramble, but the worst part is definitely, it has to be those cattle gates, or the forestry fences. there's no way that I could see that thing out there. Spent a couple minutes sitting down, drank something, ate something, and got back on the bike, as you can see, and we kept going. This is a just gorgeous, such a beautiful section of double track road right here too. So back in the saddle and trying to move as quickly as we can.
It just told me climb complete, so it must have been categorized. Howdy.
So I'm going to rant and rave here again for a second about my buddy Jacob Evans, 1096 Cycling. What a guy, because especially after that crash, I mean, I was in a really, really dark space, and he just kept making jokes, keeping me positive, and we just kept pushing forward. We were way ahead of schedule. So our hope was that we would make it to the river crossing, the low water crossing, at about noon, and it was like 10:30, and we were already there. It was nuts. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of them. If it's middle of turkey season, that'd be weird.
Yeah, I guess you're right, yeah. Weird to see 3 fire guys though at the top.
Yeah.
We've never seen, in my 5 years of doing this route, never have we seen traffic like this. There was so much traffic out there, just activity. Jacob has said it was probably turkey season, and that could be the case. They were definitely doing some controlled burns in different sections where we were at, because we could see a lot of activity here from forestry personnel. There was a helicopter up here, I think possibly right here to the left, just out of camera sight. And we saw a couple of tanker trucks that were going out with water and everything else. So they were absolutely doing some controlled burns in a few areas. The guys, every time we passed them, you could just tell they were questioning, what are these knuckleheads doing out there on bicycles?
Pull up left, we'll let him go.
What?
Pull up left here, we'll let him go.
Okay.
Right here on this stuff.
What? Never. Yeah, I don't know what's going on out there, but they've got everybody and their mom.
It's like a highway.
I wonder if we missed the root cellar back when you took us off course. Because I feel like we're way too far now. first, Bridge. Sign back there said fire activity ahead. Yeah. So must be doing a burn.
Well, lucky we missed that. Could have been smoky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's super nice. They need some work out here. It's got 1040.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dude, that's awesome.
We are rocking and rolling, baby.
But we still got, what, 65 miles to go?
Yeah, but I mean, that was with
The hardest part.
the bramble.
Yeah.
And smashing the poles and navigating, you know.
We were not sure if we would be able to cross the low water crossing that's outside of Bethel and Smithville, but fortunately it ended up the water levels had receded so much overnight that they were down to basically you had like a light layer on the asphalt pavement, but it was very, very crossable. People were out there looking for fish and some trout fishing and stuff like that, so it was pretty cool.
Dude, it's like you can ride across it.
I'm gonna pee right here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing. I didn't realize there'd be so many people out here.
Oh yeah.
Crushing it.
All right, buddy. Hold on, let me see my computer first. All right, we are at mile 45.8.
45.8.
5 hours and 42 minutes so far.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
You know, if we're being honest here, and I'm an honest kind of guy, I'm waiting for the hard part. You know, Sean said it was gonna be hard. I don't know. I'm lying to myself. This is ridiculously awesome and way harder than I expected. And I'm very thankful Sean is currently alive.
Yeah.
How many feet have we climbed?
Now I was trying to see. I've done a 113 average power.
I had ascent remaining 5,000
Total
feet.
ascent so far 4,654 feet in 45 miles.
I got 5570. I'm gonna go with yours.
Okay.
Yeah. Heart rate's only 84 though, so that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna clean my drivetrain and get some water. Hey, do we get reception anywhere?
All right, this is for my shiftless buddies. Y'all talk about water filtration systems all the time. Brad, I know you've seen this one. And Caleb, you've seen it as well. So I've got my hydration pack with an inline filter. So all I literally have to do is dip my bag and reconnect it, and I'm filtered and ready to go. It filters on the go. Jacob, hold this for me real quick.
Stand by.
I'm gonna have to edit this part out.
That's my favorite part, but then I don't edit it out. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna take my bag.
Oh man, look at that. Look at that deep squat.
And I'm done filtering.
If it works, we'll know here in a little bit. I love you, buddy.
So, when speed is a primary concern, that's my recommendation. Put an inline filter on your hydration pack. All you gotta do is dip your bag.
Tiramisu, which is the first of those 3 climbs, I did push it pretty hard. Wanted to try to set a KOM on that one and ended up being second only to Jacob Evans. And that goes actually for all 3 of them. All 3 of those large climbs, Jacob took the KOM on all of them, and I'm in second on all of them, which is pretty phenomenal considering we were about 8 hours into the day. And we were still able to put that kind of power out. So for Tiramisu, it was a 16 minutes, 16 seconds of climbing, and I held 260 watts for that 16 minutes. So that's pretty darn good after that long of being on the bike. The next one, Cannoli was 23 minutes, 26 seconds. In my opinion, that is the hardest one of these climbs. And then that was at 204 watts. I was feeling a little bit cooked after the first big dig. We got to the top of that one, rested for a minute, did the descent. Then there's a small little kind of mini climb in between. And then we get to the third one, which is Caleb's breakfast. and that was 22 minutes, 17 seconds, and I was fully gassed at that point. The heat had risen significantly. I think at that point of the day, we were up to very close to 95 to 100 degrees, real feel. The actual outside air temp was about 85 to 88, but the real feel of what it actually felt like out in the sun, and it's a very exposed climb and descent, about 95 to 100 degrees.
Forgot about this little punch.
So this is one of the best sections of the entire route. This is the descent coming off of Caleb's Breakfast, the final climb of those big 3 climbs north of Bethel. I measured this out. It is exactly 1 mile of descent, and it averages 5% grade coming downhill. I've ridden up it the opposite direction as well. It's a great climb because it's so steady and so consistent. It doesn't really punch up to big grades, but man, on a downhill, you can just absolutely bomb it. You can see the whole road twisting up in front of us, and we're just going to follow this thing all the way down the hillside. Amazing views off to our left. It is just absolutely gorgeous coming down this descent. The bad part about this section is it is entirely exposed to the sun. The day that we did this, you know, the temperatures were just beautiful. We had a high of about 82 degrees, but out on this section midday, because it's about 1:30, 2 p.m. right now, and at this point, the sun is just absolutely baking us. The UV was super high, and we can just feel that sun beating down on us. I was really just struggling to make it back to Bethel, get a bunch of food in me, get a little bit of rest, and get back to recovering for the second half of this ride, because this is only the halfway point. Bethel is the halfway point of this route, and we are technically not even at the halfway point, but we do have all of the hardest stuff out of the way.
All right, we are heading back on the road here. Jacob's up there playing with his pickle. It's a big pickle. Oh my gosh, look at that.
I love a good pickle. There's nothing like a good pickle.
Don't get your pickle juices on my camera. So just stopped at Bethel, got a whole ton of food. Ate almost an entire pizza between the two of us. Drank a Coke, ate a ice cream bar. I've got a Red Bull in my backpack, a moon pie in my front pooch. Time to go another 45 miles. We're gonna finish this thing up. We're gonna make it happen, Captain. Oh, that feels good. I think this part's new. Huh? Oh! Thanks, buddy.
Successfully. There for a minute I thought I heard a highway. Nope, that was just the wind blowing through the pine.
Whew. I think your shoes still got wet.
I'm just more worried about my bike. Mountain biker pose.
All right, this section is called The Grotto on Strava. It is a 3/4 of a mile, so 0.74 miles. Gains just shy of 300 feet, and it's about a 6.5 to 7% grade. It is the absolute best climb in this entire route. I'm a huge fan of climbing. I love scenic climbs. You can see the drop off over there to the left-hand side. If anybody has ridden the Womble, it is very similar in kind of its nature to the Womble. We passed through a couple of cliffs, which unfortunately I did not get on the video, but I started my video just after those. It is just the most beautiful section. We used to call this the deer camp climb because I thought it was part of a private property and the deer camp or a deer camp. It is not. This is part of the National Forest. This is, as far as I can tell, public land and is actually encouraged to be ridden on horseback. So this is just an amazing section. It is absolutely gorgeous. The climbing is phenomenal. Just a perfect climb altogether. My favorite story about this climb particularly is the first year that we completed it. Our third day, because we did a 3-day bike packing tour of the Wood Ape Ramble course. That third day, it poured rain. It just absolutely, the skies opened up. It poured rain on us all day long. And from the moment we left camp that morning to the moment that we finished, it was raining on us all day. But I have a very fond memory of this section right here, being stopped just ahead on this corner and just taking in the view. Just being stopped underneath a tree. There was this nice sprinkling rain, the most ambient, like just perfect ambience surrounding you. Serenity was just in that moment. And as the rain fell and I looked out on this beautiful valley that's just to our left-hand side here, I was just at peace. You know, there was just this amazing moment on this climb where it was like, wow, we actually pulled this off. This route, it's doable. Because prior to that year and that moment, we had no idea if the entire route was rideable. It was, you know, this whole thing had been mapped out from satellites, and it was just a complete guess. So this was just an awesome section, my favorite one of the whole route.
What's cool is we never rode like directly into the sun, really.
Early this morning we did.
Not for long though. We were primarily going north and west. At least it felt like it.
It felt like to me we were running into the sun for a good while.
Kind of in that open area.
Yeah, right after we left the party tower.
Oh yeah, okay.
All the way until we like actually turned north, and then all of a sudden it was like amazing.
So once again, we have found the good stuff out here on the Wood Ape Ramble. This is an old logging road that has completely been retaken by nature. It's just gorgeous. I mean, look how beautiful this section is and just how remote it feels. I love it. It's just outside of the west fork of the Lukfata Creek. And I mean, you can tell that nobody has been on this for a while. We've got, small trees are growing up in the middle of this single track. Jacob absolutely hated me riding through this section. You can see how blown out and eroded this is right here.
That's cool.
Just absolutely an incredible section to me. I love this really remote stuff, the complete backcountry feel of, these roads that have not been touched in, call it 10 years. Aside from water erosion and, us going through there every year, I don't think that these have been touched. And so this is just, a glorious, amazing section of backcountry riding. So I love this so much. We're going to go over a couple of old water culverts that were built in whenever they were doing the forestry work. But for the most part, we're just going to sit here and we're just going to enjoy this beautiful riding through a really crazy section of trail here.
Is this the sketchiest road we rode on? It definitely seems to be right. Seems like a pretty solid road to me. I said it seems like a pretty solid road to me. May as well be paved.
So this is somewhere around roughly about mile 85, maybe up to even 90. And I can tell you at this point, Jacob was about fed up with some of these roads. We are both pretty tired at this point. We're, roughly about 11 hours into this ride, ready to cross the highway, ready to be back, on some good paved roads. Paved roads is really what we were looking forward to at this point. We were looking forward to crossing the highway and finding ourselves back on the asphalt that leads back into the state park. It was a long day. I've been eating goo and Cliff Bars and honey stinger waffles all day. It's time for some real food, and it's time for some rest.
We should switch back to our ride up here somewhere. Huzzah! Good stuff. All right, I think that's 110 miles right there. Definitely 105. We have reached, car left. We've reached Highway 259 to cross. I think we got like 7 miles left to go. So whipped, so whipped. Jacob's a beast up there.
Rocking out, baby. Rocking out.
Shit, another one. Less than 10 to go. Whoop, hold on. All right, Jacob, give us a bike rundown. Bike check.
It looks good.
Just do it just like it's like, you know, MTV Cribs. Come on now.
Okay, so that is actually it. That we made it back to camp. This is back at the very beginning. 14 hours and 7 minutes later, we have completed the entirety of the course for the Wood Ape Ramble in one single day. Oh my gosh, what an effort. It was a crazy day. Awesome. We're going to put a quick hold here on Jacob. He's going to give us a bike rundown for what he ran. And he was just, again, such a strong dude. He was constantly just in great spirits, great attitude. Thank you, Jacob, for going out there and enjoying this experience with me. And I don't know that I will ever try to do this again in a single day. The route is amazing. Love it so much as a 2 or 3 day effort and just enjoying the backcountry experience. But as a 1 day effort, my God, that hurt.
Okay, so we're rolling with a full-blown carbon hardtail. That means it's hard, not soft. It's an Exceed of some form, not exactly sure. Upgraded Fox fork with something to do with cutouts. That's cool. It's got the blue things on top. Super cool. Grips, Van grips. They're not comfortable, but they look good, and we know that's what matters.
They look good, especially with the skin walls.
We've got 12 of these things, which is 2 more than Sean. It's got these, which attach to my shoes, and this thing is the go-go thing. We also have these tires. They're tan sidewall, probably not the best, but they also look good. And then of course, black stem caps, because that's how I roll. Did I miss anything? And we got a blinky light that really doesn't function, and it's not worth a damn, but safety first.
There you go.
All right.
Bunch of bags.
What is that called?
Revelate.
Revelate Designs.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are from my attempt, successful attempt at the Rat. I took those with me. This is actually Lynn Ballard's. I was supposed to give that back to him about 6 years ago.
But you didn't.
Lynn, thank you for this bag.
What'd you have in the bags?
Bags was a ton of Snickers bars, Pop-Tarts, trail mix, gummy bears, some cheapo Walmart protein bars, 3 things of pickle juice. Up here we had S-caps, shot blocks, and gels that I found at Walmart. Don't care about the brand because I'm not picky. Water in these, Gatorade in that one, water in my back with a filtration system of some type.
So,
Sawyer.
What about bailout gear?
A
flat repair and stuff, you have it in there somewhere?
Yeah, all that. Nope. We had
opposite side.
3 things of stands. 3 things of these. It wouldn't have worked if we hadn't had a hand pump, but we got one. We had
there's a Mickey Mouse hand pump.
Yeah, bacon strips, a multi-tool, a rim tool to pull the tire off if we had to, 2 tubes just in case, and actually brought a patch kit, worst case scenario. Does that sound like everything?
That's great, buddy.
Yeah, we didn't need any of it, did we?
All right, the Wood Ape Ramble 2024.
Hold on, you gotta look at this first. What is this?
Oh, that's where Sean spilled his coffee on his lap.
Oh.
First thing I did this morning, I spilled coffee on my lap.
14:03:51.
14:03?
Yeah, 112.6, speed 8 average.
Okay, so 2024, done. Time of 14 hours, 7 seconds, or 7 minutes. 113 total miles of what I got.
Oh, dude.
11,348 feet climbed.
I want to say at 12:09.
So that was definitely the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. That was a terrible decision. I don't know if I ever want to do it again. That was amazingly miserable. It wasn't too bad until I ran face first into that pole. And after that, things went downhill. Got really hot climbing north of Bethel. We got to Bethel, took like a 30-minute break, ate a ton of food, like a whole pizza. And then it was just like hammer down for the rest of the ride. It's a great day. Look at this guy.
I'm gonna lay down and take a nappy.
Great campsite. Are you?
I rate this race an A+.
Oh, wait, say that again?
I rate this race an A+.
An A+.
Entry fee, primo. Course markings, F-, really bad, don't recommend.
True.
Everything else was pretty good. I was an extremely crappy navigator. Sean was mediocre at best, but better than me.
Facts.
So we only added.
Yeah, we only added 4 extra miles.
Yeah, dude, that last one, like I didn't really care, but I was really ready to be done, and I was just kind of sad. Like I really wanted to cry.
I was right there with you, man. I was
Like, and
dead.
I'm happy we were together on that, you know, because we were both kind of like, we were both done at that point, you know, but it was like, yeah, neither one of us were going to let the other one complain, you know,
No.
It was like, just, it is what it is.
I think you had to hear me complain a little bit.
Yeah, but
A
it was
little
just like, we knew what it was, so it was like, yeah, we're just going to do this.